Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Saturday Night Live. I am your wonderful host. My name is Mr. Charles. I am from makeITsimpleTT. And tonight, I promised people that I would go through the terms of service because of the drama that's been happening with Facebook in 2021. We're in January 2021, where they pull it back now, but they were forcing users to accept a particular terms of service. And that wasn't cool. And that caused a lot of problems, and it was all in the news, but nobody was paying attention all the time since 2016. So I see my mods are here. Javish is here. Javish was first. Oh, hard luck boy, Spanish boy. Good try. I mean, you really give it all. You give it a good shot. Sure you did. Yeah. So to all those on the inside, young, old, middle-aged, whoever it may be, this is pertinent to everybody. Because this terms of service thing, nobody cares. Just like the meme. No. Meme. Would you like to read the terms of service? Bam! I agree. No questions asked. And that is always a problem. So let's get ready to start. And we are starting now. Hi, my name is Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT Educational Solutions, and I teach information technology. I have classes at the CSEC level, at the CAPE level, information technology classes for adults who want to learn technology, workshops, seminars for teachers, seminars for companies, anything that makes information technology simple for people who need to use it, we do it. All right, so to all the folks, a mosquito is trying to attack me right now, and I may have to pull back out. Dun, 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 dun. If during the live, you just see me kind of jump out and just kind of like start to try to kill a mosquito, it's because the mosquito is annoying me, and I think it's been taking in my blood for the past week, cause every time I'm sleeping, it's like this mosquito just keep attacking my left hand, boy. Just attacking my left hand alone. But yeah. All right, so yes, as I said, tonight we're going through the terms of service, and terms of service is not something that we tend to want to read because we don't care. Well, most people don't care. We just be like, yeah, I agree, because it's a free app. So, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so let me explain the concept. Yeah. All right, so we're going through the concept of applications and things on the internet. And let's see what we could come up with. Hey, y'all getting real wild in the chat there. All right, so let's start, right? We have yeah. So we have, usually what happens is we would have these free accounts, and the account could be anything. So somebody sent a message. Yeah. Right. So going right there. So when you have a free account, what the free account usually has is the free account would be Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, even what's it called this thing by? What's the business one? You're just gonna create a business account. I mean, not a business account. You're gonna create a professional account. Um, what do they call it? LinkedIn, Amazon, yeah, all kind of stuff like that, right? So what usually happens there, yeah, Twitter, all those things there. These things are free signups. And the free signups basically means that, well, anybody could go and sign up. And because anybody could sign up, we have a problem. Because you could sign up for free. That's all well and good. But what happens to these companies that have the following issues? They have to pay for the servers. They have to pay for, they had to pay for servers. They have to pay for hosting. They have to pay for devs, developers. They have to pay for marketing. They have to pay support teams. They have to pay for their internet. All these things these companies have to pay for. So when you go and use one of these applications, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, LinkedIn, Amazon, Twitter, whatever you could think of, they have costs that they have to, deal with. They have expenses. And all their expenses add up. Somehow they need to make money. So how do they make money? Well, there are two ways that you can make money. You could get investors. So an investor will invest in it. Or you could give paid subscriptions. Or you can sell ads. So investors, this does only work up to a point. Because after a while, the investors, they eventually going to want money. Paid subscriptions, nobody wants to pay for an app. So basically, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to sell ads. In order to sell ads, they have to take you and make you the product and sell that to advertisers. So if my name is Bill, and Bill, we know, likes cars. He likes fish. And he likes toast. Then I am going to package Bill as a person who likes cars, fish, and toast. So therefore, Tesla, would you like to show Bill an ad? Who's selfish? I don't know. SeaWorld. Would you like to show Bill an ad because he likes fish? And Kiss. Would you like to show Bill an ad because he likes toast? That's the concept. So in order to sell ads, we have to make Bill the product. And to make Bill the product, you have to gather Bill's information. So for Bill, you need to gather the information from him and gather Bill's data. Once you gather Bill's data, then you now have Bill as a product, and now you could sell him as an ad. And that is the whole concept of the ad-based model or ad-based model. If we don't have an ad-based model, then you're going to have to pay for the app. But ask yourself, you ever going to pay for, you want to pay for Facebook? No. Will you pay for Instagram? No, because you're accustomed getting it free. Will you pay for TikTok? Nope, nope, nope. You're not paying for any of them because they have costs. So, in order to cover these expenses, they sell ads. So Google sells ads, Facebook sells ads, Instagram sells ads, blah, blah, blah. And this is what got us into the WhatsApp drama. The WhatsApp drama is basically, well, they are going to have to sell ads because they can't support WhatsApp by goodwill. By like, yeah, y'all just come and use my app, no problem. Use all the server space all you want. Store apps, store things, store videos. Do whatever you feel like, no problem. No, it can't work that way. So what they had to do was this, right? They had to sell ads. In order to do that, they need to let you agree to the terms and service of the site. So let's get to the meat of the matter and go to a site that does software licenses in plain English. It's called tldrlegal.com. So tell me, what's the first site you want me to look for? All right, let's look for Facebook first, just for argument's sake, because Facebook is the most important one to us, right? Facebook terms and service. All right. Now, this breaks down the terms of service into sensible paragraphs I could understand. So it's basically like terms of service for dummies who don't know all the law terms and don't know all the ins and outs and legal terms and whatnot. Right, this is it. So some of the highlights of the Facebook terms and service. Facebook can use any of your stuff for any reason they want without paying you for advertising in particular. Clear? The long words about it is our goal is to deliver advertising and other commercial or sponsored content that is valuable to users and advertisers. In order to help us do that, you agree to the following. You give us permission to use your name, profile picture, content, and information, connection with commercial, sponsored, or related, blah, 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 blah. Right, all that is to say, Facebook could use all of your stuff without paying, and they use it for advertising. That is all. Next one. This one is a real long one. Facebook can use your stuff that you post or in connection with Facebook that you have intellectual property rights to. Facebook loses rights to your stuff if you delete your account. So as long as others have not shared with or later delete or publish your stuff, they have the rights to use anything that you put up. Cool. This has been there since eons. Right? Look at the next one. You can't use Facebook plugins on your own pages if stuff on the pages violates those terms. So if you have like nudity or them kind of thing, you can't do that, right? Good. You can't fake your personal info. Create a new account if Facebook disables yours. Use a personal Facebook only business. Be under 13. You can't be under 13. You can't be a convicted sex offender, or you can't transfer your account without permission. You only have one personal account, and you have to keep that information accurate. All right, that's in their terms of service. That making sense, no problem. When you develop anything using Facebook tools, blah, blah, you let Facebook analyze anything about your stuff for any purpose and let them build competing applications. You can't sell user data and you can't use it in a way that we determine is inconsistent with users' expectations. That basically means Facebook is telling you how to, develop using their tools because it's their tools, right? Next one. Don't break these list of rules. Don't do anything that negatively impacts Facebook or the platform or the community. Or guess what? You could be banned. You could be blocked. So that's Facebook. Or give me our next one to do there. Actually, let's do Instagram. You would kind of laugh at Instagram. Cause watch this. By using Instagram or any other sites, you agree to the following terms. This is what you click agree to when you use Instagram. Don't do anything stupid or any of these rules like post sexual or illegal drugs, right? Yeah, cool, no problem. Even though everybody on Instagram must be kind of half naked, but the only time they get vexed with you is when you show like, a nipple, and breastfeeding mothers just get vexed because if a supermodel could do it, because some of the supermodels on Reels have on like white jerseys and they'll have it wet and all that kind of stuff, and they let that pass because it's really hard to police what sexual things are because sex sells. That's how people get followers on Instagram. They post their bodies, right? Next thing, Instagram can change these terms and conditions whenever they feel like it, and if you don't like the changes, delete your account. Yes, that is inside there. It basically says, hey, whatever, we running this thing, and if you don't like it, that's okay. You can leave. We good. Instagram can block you from using Instagram, modify your account, delete stuff from your account, or break up fights whenever they want. So basically, if you're having a dispute or you're having beef with somebody and you're posting comments and whatnot on any of them, Instagram could go and delete your comments and be like, nah, you're causing problems. Which is kind of like what they did for you know who, right? You watch this one. This one is really, really, really big. You give Instagram a license to do whatever they want with your pictures around the world and can give other people that same license and they don't have to pay for it. So every picture that you put up on Instagram, if it's the best, like wonderful picture ever, Instagram could use that if they feel like it. And you can't do anything about it. I'm going to read the official part of it, right? Instagram does not claim ownership of any content that you post on or through the service. Instead, you hereby grant to Instagram a non-exclusive, fully paid and royalty-free transferable sublicense, worldwide license to use the content that you post on or through the service subject to the service's privacy policy, including but not limited to Section 3, sharing your information, how we store your information, choices about your information. You can choose to view your content activities, including your photos as described in your privacy policy. So Instagram basically owns your photos without owning it, meaning they could use it if they want. Let's say they decide to do an ad about Trinidad, they could go on any Trinidad person's Instagram, take their picture, put it on the ad, and you get nothing for your wonderful photography. But that's cool. That's not a problem because we okay with it, right? We just kind of be like, yeah, everybody on Instagram for the memes. So if you take more memes, that's okay. You waive your right to sue Instagram for damages or any other things like that. The maximum amount you can get for damages is $100. So you can't sue Instagram for damages or anything if anything like character or like if your account is hacked or all kind of things. They have things listed here like loss of profits, loss of goodwill, loss of data, work stoppage, accuracy of results, computer failure, malfunction, negligence, or whatnot. So if you have a business on Instagram and because of a change that Instagram made to their algorithm or whatnot, if your business starts to lose money because Instagram changed the way that they show in the feeds, you can't go and sue them and tell them you are costing my business money because the terms and service say no. You can't do that. You agree to defend and say Instagram is innocent against any lawsuit or things like that. So if they take it to court, you are willing to defend Instagram. Kind of crazy, right? You agree not to join a class action lawsuit against Instagram, and you also can't go to court after 1 year has passed from whatever you wanted to go to court for. So you could never join a class action lawsuit against Instagram, meaning a bunch of people come together and a lawyer takes their case and tries to get money on their behalf. They usually do that a lot for pharmaceutical companies who have side effects and those sort of things. Yeah, you ain't getting no money for that. All right, that's Instagram. Shall I try TikTok here, boy? No, I don't think I have TikTok on this side. This site. This site is usually the legal one. So let me show you our next site now. Alright, this one is called TOSDR. Basically, didn't read the terms of service. Terms of service didn't read. TOSDR, right? So let's see what TOSDR says. Y'all want to look at WhatsApp? Alright, let's look at WhatsApp. Let's view all the things that WhatsApp does. Third parties may involve in operating the service as businesses. Users who have been permanently banned from the service are not allowed to re-register. Failure to enforce any provision or terms of service does not constitute a waiver. The service is provided as is and used at the user's sole risk. Copyright license that users grant to the service is limited for the purposes of that same service and not third parties. This is only available to users at a certain age, so that means you must be over 13 to have a WhatsApp account. The service provides a free help desk. Okay, thanks. The service provides details about what kinds of personal information they collect. Yes, they do. The service will only respond to government requests that are reasonable. So if the government comes and say, hey, this person is a killer, we need to see their messages. Guess what? They'll respond. You have the right to leave the service at any time. The service uses your personal data for advertising. Ooh, this is the problem but it's been there since 2016, basically saying, yeah, well, on WhatsApp we use your data to advertise. We're gonna use we send it to Facebook because that's what we do. You can opt out of targeted advertising. Yes, you can. The service collects your IP address for location use. Okay, cool. We know that. The service requires first-party cookies. First-party cookies and third-party cookies, there are two different types. First-party cookies mean it comes directly from you. Third-party cookies, it goes through different people's businesses. The service may use tracking pixels, web beacons, browser fingerprinting, and other devices. So that is basically saying we could check your personal data. Your personal data is aggregated into statistics. Yep. Meaning that you are basically a number. Javish, nah boy, I'm movie night tonight. The service keeps user logs for undefined period of time. So there's like they could keep your user information for as long as they want. So even if you leave WhatsApp, they will still have the information there. All right, your personal data is given to third parties. It is true. User-generated content is encrypted, and this service cannot decrypt it. Ooh, look at that. User-generated content is encrypted, and this service cannot decrypt it. So your messages, your videos, your story, your statuses, whatnot, it's user-generated content, so it's encrypted. There's no way that they could use it. I don't know if anybody needed to hear that, but that's what it is, because a lot of people are sending messages saying WhatsApp could look at your messages. No, they can't. They use the same encryption as Signal. Your data may be processed and stored anywhere in the world. You waive a right to class action, same thing as Instagram and Facebook. You maintain ownership of your data. Users agree not to submit, blah, 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 right, yeah. Right, so that's basically WhatsApp. Let's see what the competing competing one now is Signal. No, let's check Telegram. Telegram is rated B, right? WhatsApp was rated E. E for U, right? Telegram is rated B. The service keeps user logs for an undefined period of time. Yes, they do. So they keep track of you. If you are a target of a copyright claim, your content may be removed. So whatever content you have on Signal, on Telegram, and they tell you that it's copyrighted, they will take off your post. You can request access and deletion of personal data. So on Telegram, you can tell them, I don't want my personal data here, so please delete it. The service is only available to users of a certain age. Yes, you have to be 13. The service does not sell your personal data. Ooh, Telegram does not sell your personal data. So that's a reason to go, right? Until they need to get money. Because who knows what will happen later on if Telegram get too big. How are they going to make money? That's something you also have to consider. Terms may be changed at any time at their discretion without notice to the user. This here is where it gets real. Terms can be changed at any time at their discretion without notice to the user. So if they decide they want to start selling your personal data, they could change it and not tell you. That's a problem. This could easily become a WhatsApp. The service provides details about what kinds of personal information they collect. So whatever personal information they collect, they should tell you what kind of data they are collecting. All right, well, you want to go on to Signal now? Let's try Signal. Let's see what Signal is. Our next messaging app, right? So let's see what they say about Signal. Signal gets a B rating. That's not bad at all. Only necessary user logs are kept by the service to ensure quality. So if you check the user logs, the service keeps user logs on Telegram and WhatsApp. They keep user logs also. The service can delete your account without prior notice or reason. Okay. Your personal data is aggregated into statistics. The service does not guarantee accuracy or reliability of the information provided. What? That's kind of weird. All right. This service cannot be held responsible for disputes you may have with other users. So if you have bacchanal or drama going on in your Signal chats, you can't blame Signal. They don't care. User-generated content is encrypted and this service cannot decrypt it. That's the same thing as WhatsApp. The service is provided as is and used at your own risk. They may stop providing the service at any time. You are responsible for maintaining security. The service allows you to use pseudonyms. Third parties may be involved in operating the service. The service does not sell your personal data. Yay! You maintain ownership of your data. Yay! You can delete your content from the service. Yay again. So well done, Signal. Thanks. We greatly appreciate it. So Signal, Telegram, WhatsApp, they all have terms of service that could break it down for you very simply. And the big problem is that nobody reads the terms of service because the terms of service are very wordy and you can't understand. So 2 sites, I give you 2 sites. First site is tldrlegal.com and next one is tosdr.org. Terms of service, did not read.org. All right, let me take your questions. If you have questions, ask them now. If you don't have any questions, I will kindly show you ad from our sponsor, Adonis Academy.
Neither nor or either or. The agrees with the subject closest to. Okay.
At the Adonis Academy Primary School,
Not only do we follow the primary school syllabus as prescribed by the Ministry of Education in preparation for SEA, we also have songs of praise and worship every morning. We spend a lot of time teaching the intangibles, the things that you don't learn from a book, like manners, etiquette, and care for each other. If a student is behind, we have a core development program available after school that seeks to build on the weak areas.
Hey, right, I'm back now, right? Any questions? No questions. To Amir Ruplal, you're a student from Guyana. I want to thank you so much for helping me with the ITSB. You're welcome. You're welcome, kiddo. I'm here for you, always. Okay. So I'm glad to have given those of you all breakdown of this. So use those two websites, things will be better. Next week Saturday, I'm building the PC, guys. Next week Saturday, I am building the PC. First time in 15 years, I'll be building a PC again. So next week Saturday for sure. The PC is going to be put together and we will all hope for the best. That's all for tonight. Thank you very much for your wonderful time. I will see you all, well, some of you all I'll see tomorrow, Sunday night for CSEC classes. And some of y'all I'll see during the week on Instagram. And some of y'all, hey, I'll see you next week Saturday if you're interested in seeing how to build a PC. But terms of service is over. You have a good night, good fight, good night. Bye-bye.